Okay, I'm currently in a fight with some wolves here, but I think the Cyclops vanished. It was here earlier. I don't know where it's gone. I know it's night time and I can't see properly, but it was here. You saw it. Okay, the Cyclops seems to have vanished into thin air, so I think we'll just go actually do the quest we're supposed to be doing. Ignore the wolves, because I've fought 100 of them already. And as you can see on the mini-map here, here is the hill figure of Hill Figure Knoll. So there's sort of his, we're running up his leg. Looks like it's undead here. There'll be tons of snow harpies around if you come here during the day. So, actually, to me, that makes it seem like coming here at night is the better idea, because undead are much weaker. Oop, went up a vocation. So if you stand here on the heart part of the heart part of the hill figure, there's a wakestone shard. So I just grabbed that. And there's another bit of treasure I want to get as well from this figure. No, go away, bad wolf, bad wolf. I want to run up here to the tip of his spear, which again you can see on the mini-map. Ow, get off, get off. I said get off. Alright, Carla is down. This is not going too well. Where is she? Okay, maybe I should take on these wolves before I try and grab treasure. Ah, now the harpies have shown up again. Just one thing after another with this quest. I am really having bad luck with this. I never normally get this many enemies piling onto me at once. Is this because I came here at night? Okay, let's just go get that treasure. Up here. Come to the very tip of the spear. No, that's not what I wanted. No, there's supposed to be a gathering point around here somewhere. There it is. No, go away! Bad harpies! If you cast Combustion right on top of yourself, it works kind of like a barrier. Okay, gather and get Signs of Valor. That's what I was after. I want to give... Those are some quite powerful daggers that I can give to Lycia. There's actually a few daggers like these that were supposedly once the heads of spears. Yeah, so look at how much stronger they are. Just gone up... What's that, like a whole 80 points there? Okay, so that means Lycia will be dealing a bit more damage with her melee skills now. Yeah, I'm going to run away from all that noise because I have had my arm bitten more times than I can count. I still don't know where that Cyclops went. And here's what we are actually here for. After much pain and suffering.
Him who knows that I know what he seeks to know, knows it well.
What are you blithering on about?
Who knows not what I know, or know not.
Yes, this character here is called Fool. Or the Fool, perhaps. As you can see, he's connected to us somehow. You may be wondering exactly how.
You'll see me, yes?
And, well, it turns out that, as one of my pawns actually just said before this cutscene started, a previous Arisen lives here. This here is the Dragon Forged.
I am, or was, perhaps like you, a child of man, bound.
And there is his pawn. Yeah, so the Fool is actually just a pawn.
Well
I kind of
met,
wish they
young
foreshadowed this
Arisen.
guy a bit more,
I am he
because
who was
you meet
forged
him
by
and then
the
you sort of
dragon.
immediately find out who he is. You know, if they gave us a bit more, like a hint that he was here, could have been quite interesting. And there is the hill figure, which you can't see because the clouds are in the way. Should have done this during the day.
Finally arrived.
Yes, we have. Let's have a chat with him.
Well met, Arisen of the present day. New forged link in the grand chain.
That's quite the fancy title you given me there.
You have come seeking meaning for that slate and the words it bears. There
Yeah, so the slate is completely meaningless.
none save that it
I think it's implied this guy made it, basically so that it would draw Arisen to him.
form can be discerned only by the true Arisen.
Yeah, non-Arisen can't see this guy. I guess they only see the Fool and think there's just some weirdo living up here.
Go now. Tell him that gave you the cipher of what you have heard here.
I feel more familiar with this quest.
Yeah, so that's all this slate really did. It just brought us to this guy.
My form can be discerned.
Anything else to say to us?
All I know is
Yeah, so
yours to hear.
he's basically an info dump about various things. So let's have him tell us of the dragon.
The beast is called Death Incarnate, the greatest of evil.
Yeah, we kind of knew that part already.
You will learn when you come to face it that the truth is not so simple.
Yeah, so the dragon maybe isn't quite as
It possesses
pure evil as we expected. It's intelligence, which we knew because I told you it spoke to us in Latin.
and an air of resignation.
And he seems to think that it's
It's imposing.
maybe not as into this whole death and destruction thing as we think it is.
All I know is yours.
Tell me of the Arisen.
The Arisen is a child.
Yeah, the Arisen is just a
No
human.
more, no less. 'Tis said, the Arisen is born when a man takes his
Yeah, so this
first
part I
step.
find quite interesting, is the idea that to be an Arisen, you don't actually need your heart torn out by the dragon. It's just about,
When the
being able to
spirit
walk
gives
towards your
rise to
goal.
action,
although
man
that's not the same as being a true Arisen, though. I think he's just being poetic.
whose paths lead to the dragon are known unto the beast as a matter of instinct. Just as it is our own.
Yeah, so this is like what I was saying about how the game has the overarching theme of sort of willpower, the drive to better yourself.
I am him that was forged
All that sort of thing.
dragon's fire.
Yeah, so this guy has been burned
I
by the
stand
dragon.
astride the bounds of life and death. Remaining
And he's-
here, that I may pass
Yeah, he's
my
been here a long
knowledge
time.
on to the Arisen of each
Like I said,
coming age.
Arisen don't age, and I think this guy is close to 1,000,
My
possibly.
battle as the
Yeah, there you go.
Arisen has spanned 1,000,
He has been here for 1,000 years.
and yet it knows no end, nor shall it, until the Arisen to
Okay, so now this here is
strikes
important.
the dragon dead.
He won't be able to move on until someone kills the dragon. But the Duke killed the dragon 50 years ago. Just a little thing to remember there. Which means either this guy or the Duke isn't telling the truth.
All I know is yours to hear. Should you
Tell me of Hearts in the Scar.
Ours are bodies marked by the
Yeah, got something in my eye there.
yours and mine. A scar across the chest. To
Yep,
stand
I do have one of those.
Of the dragon's claim over our hearts.
Just I don't show mine off quite the same as you do.
Scarred man into the face
Yeah, so this guy actually made the
might serve as
the hill
a
figure
to those who bear
on the knoll, basically so it would draw people to him, and he would help find him, help him find
there within
the
beast.
new Arisen.
1,000 years since it was stolen.
Yeah, the dragon still has his heart after 1,000 years.
As long as the dragon lives, the hearts in its safekeeping know no death.
So there are some benefits to being an Arisen.
Mankind
Like I
may
said,
die
I mean,
in battle.
you can just keep living and living and living,
No illness will ever.
but eventually someone will kill the dragon, and all those years
We
basically
have
catch up
stepped
to you,
free
I guess.
of this mortal coil, Arisen. All I know is yours.
Yes, that's everything he's got to tell us right now. Might as well loot his stuff because we can.
I'll heal your
Fairy
wounds.
stone. You get a bronze idol there if you don't have one already. Might as well grab it, I suppose. Hey, where's Lycia? Isn't she supposed to be looting?
Hold on.
Lycia. Lycia, you're a gathering pawn. Loot stuff.
Seems it leads into the earth, sir.
And get another of these port crystals.
I'll take that.
Definitely want to pick that up. Why aren't they looting? There you go. They've normally taken everything before I even get the chance to talk to him. Got some silver bands. Seek the spear aimed at the hilltop sky. What? Where did I read that? Well, that's the hint where to get those daggers anyway. Okay, so we've done everything we can here for now, so we could talk to Fool a bit.
In the fullness of time, I shall come to know when the time has come. Know that all I know is that I shall know all who know me. I am not but my shadow. Though my shadow be not shadow, but myself. I am come here
So,
at the end of my journey.
It is somewhat possible to understand what Fool is talking about if once you've beaten the game.
Knower of the beast. And knower
Yeah, so he seems to think that he is the Dragon Forged, but the Dragon Forged is over there, sat in his chair. He is somewhat speaking sense there, the Fool, but it's again, not until you actually beat the game and know what's going on, but that'll be some time coming, I think.
There's something drawn on the hill.
Yes, I know. Time to bail. Because I am overwhelmed with stuff right now.
It's a port crystal. One can reach it.
So I think what I'll do is I will head to the inn, empty out my inventory because I'm clogged up with
This
stuff,
place quite restful.
and then go hand in that quest.
So quiet.
And there's Mason again. I really must pick up his quest as well.
Ought we adjust our inventory?
I hear congratulations. Have your pick. What will it be?
Okay, so I'll just ditch all this stuff. I do want to keep just a few basic healing items on me pretty much at all times, but I don't need the complicated stuff all the time. I don't think we need the Ancient Slate anymore, we can ditch that. Or Maul's Badge, no point carrying that one around. Only need one Bronze Idol. Put the Wakestone Shard away. Get rid of that. Get rid of that, and that. Hired pawns, you generally don't have to be too picky with their inventory, because if they die or if you unhire them, anything they're carrying goes into your inventory. So, like if I chucked her off a cliff and she died, all this would just pop into my inventory by magic. So
What will it be today? Have your pick.
you don't have to worry too much about keeping them cleared out. Ooh, and there is something very sweet and sexy. It's Focused Bolt. That we want, along with... I think I can be able to do this now. Yep. Holy Boon. And if we had a bit more, we could get Holy Affinity, but... Ooh, that's very nice. There is the Tier 3 Elemental spells, Bolide, Gaiso, and Fulmination. I will be saving up for those off-screen. They are exclusive to sorcerers, and they are very powerful. Basically, if you're playing sorcerer, this is why you play sorcerer, these spells here. There's also X-Key, Petrification, lots of useful stuff. I think what I'll do is, once I've got all of the spells available to me, I will just do maybe like a short part of just showing them all off. Still getting her to save up her points, because I want her to save up something very specific. Put Holy Boon there.
What will it be today? Have your pick.
And we will rest.
What will it be? Understood.
Yeah, so Focused Bolt, that thing we just picked up, when combined with Holy Enchantment, for some reason is ridiculously powerful. Like, it's just a basic attack that's been charged up a bit, but you can shred through enemies with it. It's ridiculous. Okay, so access the server. Let me just check something real quick. Gameplay. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure, so no one's actually hired my pawn yet. Alright, let's go hand in that quest. Because it has led us to the Dragon Forge, which is all we had to do. So now we can go get our next... Well, we can go get our reward and then go get our next quest. I think what I want to do next is find that quest that Mason had for us. Because that one will be quite useful to do, actually, earlier on.
Not a text, you say?
Nope.
A cipher, crafted to bring you to the Dragon Forge.
Yep, that's what it was.
This man speaks true, and is immortal. There's a fair chance he guided his grace.
Yeah, he probably did. Unless, of course, the Duke went his own way, I don't know. Maybe the Duke never found this slate.
As time allows. With luck, he'll lead you to victory as well.
You don't really need to meet him that often. I've already spoken to him and learned everything he had to say. So what I want to do now is go find Mason. I know where he usually is. He generally appears either in the main square or down in the slums, which we haven't been to yet, but I can show you where they are easy enough. Fortunately, because we're in a town right now, we can sprint infinitely. Hey, look, there he is. Mason, come back. Mason.
Had your fill of bird song, then? I've ought to ask your helping, friend.
Yep, so what's he got?
Naturally.
What do you mean salvation again? I haven't done anything with salvation yet.
Now there's word they've a man inside the castle.
Yeah, so salvation is a cult that's sort of hanging around the place. I think I mentioned this earlier. But apparently they've got someone inside the castle.
The castle eventually to meet with the others. All I ask is that you keep watch. If you see someone leaving the castle, shadow them. I only have need of your eyes.
Yeah, so he wants us to sneak around and follow someone outside the castle.
I know. But pray, lay your chivalry aside.
I don't have chivalry, I'm not a knight.
I do it myself, but there's aught has me away from Grand.
Yeah, so he wants us to sneak after someone who's coming out of the castle and see what it is they're up to, but obviously he can't do it himself.
We have an arrangement. Tread carefully, friend, and quietly, what's more.
Fortunately, this is one of those games that, because it isn't really built for having stealth, it doesn't... You know, the stealth mechanics aren't difficult or anything, they're very simple, just keep your distance. First thing we actually have to do is wait until night time, so that first stay at the inn was a bit of a waste there. Yes, access the server again. In your own time. There you go. Alicia puts her lantern on. I won't bother with mine because I don't need it for this quest. It's fairly well lit in town, even at night. And obviously because I got the brightness turned up, so I can see what I'm doing. So this quest is, as I said, pretty easy. Just keep your distance from the target. Don't get too close, but don't get too far away either. So run up here towards the castle, and cutscene should start. Yep, so there is our target. Luckily he's got a lantern on, so it's easy to follow. And that guy in the cloak just handed him something, so I think we should be following the guy in the cloak, really, but...
I've gained quest knowledge.
Okay, so here's my hint for this quest, is you see the mini-map. The little circle on the mini-map shows us where the guy is. As long as you keep him on the edge of the mini-map, then you should be fine. You're not too far away, and you're not too close either. Yeah, as I said, there's no real stealth mechanic here. Just keep your distance and you'll be fine. I keep saying that. I like this bit on the stairs though, because you can actually walk directly above him. So we're just going to take things nice and steady and watch the minimap. Yeah, see, he hopped forward there, so that's not exactly a checkpoint. It's more of a checkpoint for him than it is for us, but once he sort of jitters ahead to the next spot, you can run ahead and catch up to him. So keep heading this way. Like I said, just hang back, take it steady, and you'll be fine. Like it if you could walk a little bit faster, but what can you do? I never really bothered to look through that window before. You can actually see in. That's kind of cool. Just keep walking steadily. If he turns back and sees like 4 people all walking the same direction, heavily armed, he'll probably figure something out. Luckily, he never turns around. Seriously, Alicia, put your lantern out. I'm gonna just clue him in that we're here. Okay, he stops there for a second. Keep walking, nice and slow, nice and steady. And he's jittered forward, so we're good. Yeah, I think we've just got one little section left and we should be fine. Almost to the end. Yes, so he's leading us down towards the slums area. So this aqueduct here that we're running over, the slums are actually down in the aqueduct. So if you head down there, there's all kind of like, well, poor people. But yeah, that's sort of like where the city's homeless population live, down there. That's mostly where you can find Mason as well if he's not in the square. So if you need to talk to Mason, try looking down there. Okay, just keep going steadily. Don't get too close. And we're good. And he's actually brought us right next to Black Cat, the place with the forgeries that I was showing off last part. And he's going into this building here. Quick look around, see that no one's followed him. That guy's literally just walking by. And he triggered the waving animation. That wasn't supposed to happen. So now we get a cutscene. And yeah, he's meeting with Madeline.
Just what is this scrap to you?
Yeah, so Madeline has a piece of paper. And she is absolutely flirting with him. I love that. I love that bit there. Just, yeah, he is not interested in your tits, woman. No, he just wants the piece of paper.
Good work.
Anything else I might work on for you?
Yeah, Madeline is a shameless flirt. She will go for any man who she thinks can benefit her. Like, I don't think she's actually like a slut or anything. I don't think she just has sex with random people. I think she just flirts with any man who she thinks she can take advantage of. Not exactly ethical, but
What business could Madeline have
even
with
so.
that night? And in secret, what's more?
There's no point going in to talk to Madeline. She doesn't say anything yet. Actually, I think she just says, like, hi.
The Black Cat here can duplicate objects in your possession.
The important thing about doing that quest, though, is... One, we've got a little hint into what that knight was up to. We'll be meeting him properly later on. But more importantly, doing that causes Madeline to actually open up her shop properly. So we'll be able to go in there in a bit. I think it takes a couple days.
Mason told me to expect you. If you have a message, I could relay it. Tonight then, is it? Fine then. I'll pass the word along.
Yeah, so the innkeeper here is working with Mason. There we go. There's that quest done. I think you have to leave the city and come back in and that'll make Madeline set up her shop. So I'm just going to try that a sec. Ooh. Let's adjust myself in my chair.
This way leads on to the encampment.
I'm not going to the encampment.
You humans certainly do make a lot of expressions.
I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, pawns make plenty of expressions too. You do all kinds of silly stuff. I suppose maybe they... suppose they don't actually do... I forgot where I was going with this. Forget that. Cancel that. Okay, I think... Yep, Madeline's shop. So, she's set up properly now.
Myself on many things. Among them is a fine memory. And I recall hearing your oath to visit my new shop in the capital.
Yep, and here I am, visiting it as promised.
In truth, I had suspected you to renege, and yet here you stand in the flesh.
Yes, I believe you said something about a discount, didn't you?
Welcome to Madeline's shop. You'll find naught but the finest wares.
Oh, and there's another achievement, the patron. So she sells these healing items here to fix your lowered stats. Periapts, they're quite useful. These are like temporary stat boosts, so if you really want to crank up the damage, well, Conquerors and Demons are the important ones. So if I bought a couple of these Demons Periapts and used them, I could crank up my magic damage ridiculously for a while. More the kind of thing you want to be using for end game and post game. Couple materials. She also sells equipment that's generally tailored towards archers more than anything. Archers and mages, I should say. And magic archers. Not sorcerers, though, unfortunately. Anything useful for me to boost my defense? Nope. The forest tunic, that's actually pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll get the forest tunic from her. It's a bit expensive, but it's quite strong. Blessed vest. Might as well just buy a few things here. I do like playing dress up after all. Tiger bangle. The over-the-knee boots, my favourites. I'm gonna say I'm just a sucker for thigh-high boots. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I like the thigh-highs. Okay, so what I might do now is... see, the next thing we should be doing is more of those worm hunt quests. How long have I got still recording? I got plenty of time. Just trying to figure out what quest to do next. Yeah, probably do the investigate the cult, I think.
There's a barber shop.
So one thing I want to do is come here again.
Have your pick.
And I'll just show you how I do my equipment changes normally. This is one thing these outfits generally actually have a use for. Is you can equip them and unequip them, basically to clear all your gear out.
What will it be today?
Go to deposit. So this is generally what I'm doing when I'm planning a new outfit for my character. Is to just unequip everything, stick it all in storage, and then work from there.
What will it be today?
So what you can do here is sort things by, say, their defense. Excuse me again. Oh, I've got the burps suddenly. Obviously, this DLC stuff has the highest defense, so I won't be equipping it because I don't like it, and I won't be equipping those outfits either. But I'll be making my own. So now we can piece together something out of what we've got here. So, yeah, so as you can see, workers' pants. That's our highest defense for our legs. Highest defense for our arms. That's an outfit, so it has high defense, but I won't be equipping it. DLC. Scholar's coat, don't want. Forest tunic. Actually, I suppose I could equip that. Should I? No, stick to the healer's robe. It looks better. There you go. So that is us with our highest defense and shoulder cape, I think. We still look kind of shabby, but the stats are steadily getting higher. Give her the over-the-knee boots again. I think, like I said, normally if I was playing this game by myself, I'd go and pretty much just buy one of each of every bit of equipment so I could have it there ready for when I need it. It is raining really hard outside now. And yeah, I'll give her the white cap. Actually, no, I'll leave her with her mohawk free, so there we go.
What will it be today? Have your big.
I'm not going to rest to daylight, because actually I think this next quest we need it to be nighttime again, so I'll leave that as it is for the minute. Yeah, so we're going to go pick up the Investigator Cult quest. Actually, is this the one where I need it to be nighttime? No, that might be a... Wow, it really is raining hard out there. I think that's picking up on the microphone.
Well met, sir.
Yep, so what do you got for me,
It will be my honor to show you the ready charges for the worm hunt. The choice is yours.
Jesus, it's coming down hard. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted by this freaking rain out here. Investigator Cult.
Then here are the details. I fear this task is no simple call to action, sir. It will no doubt take time and a more subtle approach than your other work.
You saying I'm not subtle?
Perhaps you've heard of the society they call...
Yeah, I've heard a bit about them, but I don't know many details yet.
In truth, most of what we know is the product of such hearsay. They are a band of heretics who worship the...
Yeah, so Salvation are dragon worshippers who are looking forward to the fact that it's going to destroy everything.
In the chaos come with the worm's arrival. Their influence has grown. Ill news indeed.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
Keep watch for signs of salvation as you go about your business. If you're good.
Yeah, so what we have to do now is, well, seek salvation, like it says there. Learn what you can of Salvation, a secret society that worships the dragon and sows chaos.
Someone must know something about this matter.
Alright, so there's 3 people it's going to direct us towards for information. There's only really one you have to talk to, so I'm going to leave him till last, just because otherwise it takes the markers off the other 2. Fortunately, I know which one he is. It should be down there, I think, the one that's important. But looks like one is in the inn.
Let's ask around.
Asking after Salvation, are you? He'll be one of Mason's friends, no doubt.
Alright, that's so I'm skipping ahead a step again.
All too eager, that one. He's been questioning everyone with ears to listen.
Mason makes his home.
Yeah, so he's just suggested we should go find Mason again, since, well, Mason is the one who knows about Salvation. Other person you could talk to about Mason is actually the barber here.
Salvation, eh? Aye. I've heard the name often of late. And you're not the first to ask besides. 'Twas a Mason asked before. Knew de Grand saw him.
No, pardon. That was his name. Aye, Mason. What will it be today?
Yes, Mason has the information we need to help us start finding this cult. I mean, that's sort of Mason's whole deal, is he's after Salvation, and you've probably figured that out by now. Unfortunately, I think he's one of the things that, again, Dragon's Dogma underutilized. They could have done a lot more with him, but they didn't.
Some lot calls itself Salvation was sneaking about the slums of late. Like as not, they were sowing the seeds of revolt. Just see if I'm wrong.
Not really revolt, but oh yeah, sliding down the ladder is really quick. It's ridiculous. Oop. Yeah, so here's the slums where Mason can normally be found. With the big rats. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing.
Seems that many people live here as well.
Looking for me, Fred.
Yep, I am looking for you, friend.
Good tidings, I hope. They'll say to put me in chains, I wager.
Why would I put you in chains?
No, it's salvation brings you here, aye?
Yep, I am here for salvation.
I've goes to ask the good folk of Grand Soren about salvation myself. Seems I'm cursed with a villain's mean, though.
No, yeah, there's that word again, mean. We saw that one again with Stefan. So again, that's kind of one of the things I like about this game's writing, is the use of the older language, but not going for like the thee and thou and ye, which is something that the animated adaptation really fucked up. God, that show was terrible. Okay, so he's given us a Salvation badge. Basically, any member of Salvation who sees us holding that will tell us stuff. This is the step I was thinking of earlier when I was saying about the 3 people. Yeah, my fault for getting ahead of myself. Why is this everything orange? I think that lantern, that lamp there must be causing a slight graphical quirk. Okay, where are the 3? How did you get drenched? That's a pawn again. That robe is actually the Salvation robe, but I just keep seeing the pawns wearing it. I'm thinking, Salvation? They're here? She's the first person to talk to.
Oh, I see we are kindred spirits, sir.
No, I'm just pretending.
Will you be at the gathering then? Word is there's to be a high officiant presiding. Not that Ocelot will be
Yeah, so
permitted to speak with
someone
one such a
important
guest directly,
is turning up at the meeting. That's worth remembering. Here's person number 2. Never normally this close together.
Say no more, friend. I must confess, I'd not expected the Arisen to share in Salvation's creed.
Yes, I absolutely do share in Salvation's creed. I'm certainly not working against them. Yeah, so, as you just said, he's far from devout himself. Most of the people who are members of Salvation aren't really serious about it, as we'll find out, especially from this next guy. This is something I actually find quite interesting. So let's go talk to him.
The gathering's to take place down in the catacombs, I hear. You'll not find me there.
Yeah, so he says here, too dangerous a place to brave for a night's diversion. Most of the people who are involved in Salvation aren't really seriously into it. They're just doing it because they're bored. Yeah, we're all going to go stick on some silly robes and go hang out in the catacombs and say spooky stuff for a while. I mean, it's basically the equivalent of a medieval goth club. Which I find that interesting, is we've got the evil cult for once not being portrayed where every single member is psychotic and evil. It's just, no, most of them have nothing better to do.
It will be my honor. The choice
I think you can report in here.
Salvation meets within catacombs, you say? I know of only one such place here. A crypt that opens upon the northwest. No sane man would think to approach it, nor would any honest man have cause to. Just what are they plotting?
Okay, now fortunately, because I've now got this holy boon, I shouldn't need to hire other pawns for this quest. I think we should be ready to go. So I've got holy to take down undead and skeletons, I've got fire. So I think we should be fine for this quest. So I think we can just run straight out. I mean, it is night time, but that should be fine.
Where shall we head?
I think what I'll do is I'll run to the catacombs and then I'll call it a part so we can go in next time, I think. Because my lozenge is about to wear out and I don't want my throat to get sore. Lasted quite a long time, actually. I've been sucking this for like almost 2 hours. Yeah, so if... It did it again! Just popping out of mid-air here. Yeah, so the way we went last time to get to Hillfigure Knoll, which actually see the Hillfigure there, that's kind of cool. So we need to take that left after the bridge, which we didn't go last time. So that should be pretty easy. Just stick on my lantern a sec. And off we run. Actually, one thing I might just do here is... actually, I think it's light enough I don't need that on. Let me just check this a sec. Yeah, it's a bit dark, but... Actually, I'll show my magic off better. So, yeah, so tap L3, you can cast Holy Boon on myself. Enchant my weapon. and then charge up. That there is, for some inexplicable reason, one of the most powerful spells in the game. So look, it's tearing through these Saurians and it's not even an ice spell. I think the only reason that one didn't work just then is because I was too close. And so as long as I take the time to keep enchanting my weapon, you can shred through just about anything doing this. As long as it isn't actually resistant to holy. Yeah, so some of these Saurians here, you may have noticed, were invisible. Wait, who enchanted me with fire? I don't want fire, I want holy. Carly, you better not be enchanting me again. See, that's the other advantage of this holy focus bolt, is it homes in, so it doesn't matter which direction I aim, it will hit stuff. I mean, look at that, we shredded those Saurians. And the best part is, the more I level up as a sorcerer, the stronger that's going to get. Holy Focused Bolt is ridiculously broken, and I love it.
Stray from the roads and we'll soon find monsters, Arisen.
Oh, look, see, didn't need the lantern because the day is about to break, so...
I hope it still holds.
Yeah, Lissia will put her lantern away soon because it's getting daylight. Getting to daytime. Oh, skeletons! Yeah, it must still count as nighttime for the minute, because these wouldn't spawn during the day.
We must stay calm, one at a time. This must be the work of the dark. Let's scatter those bones.
There we go.
Their bones.
There. There's another one. If you're wondering why I'm jumping each time I cast this, there's sort of a bit of a lag cancel there, I find, is if you jump just before casting the focus bolt, you can cast the next one much quicker. Whereas, see, if you do it from the ground, well, that's just a regular focus bolt. If you do it from the ground, though, you have to recoil a second and before you can cast it again. Whereas you jump, you get the extra damage. Okay, I think that's daytime properly now, so that should be enough skeletons.
Monsters that lurk here keep this path all but deserted.
And I have just finished my lozenge. Yeah, so I'll just run ahead to the catacombs, show you the door, ignore the bandits.
A sorcerer master.
Each different combination of allies offers its own tactics for
I'm at your side.
And yeah, so I'll get to the door and maybe take a step inside and then call it apart. I think. Actually, no, I'll wait till next time before I actually go in.
Before setting off, we ought to equip ourselves to suit our objectives.
I did. I've got fire and holy. What the hell was that? Something just boomed. Must be a Cyclops nearby. Alright, catacombs are just up here. So it's going to head off the main road. And just around this corner, I think it is. Yep, there we are. We're at the catacombs. There's a rift stone here, so if you don't have the right pawns, you can easily hire some more.
What's this? I'll take that.
And there is the entrance to the catacombs. That's what I was saying. So, yeah, I'm going to call this a part here, and next time we will head into the catacombs and hopefully deal with salvation. So, I'll see you then. Goodbye.